Cheltenham 2 seasons ago. He's no mug, trained by Chris Tripeline down at Stratford. Over to you, Peter.
Everybody happy? Come on then.
And they're running. And 12 flights to jump in this Tote West Yorkshire hurdle. Burgoyne going on from Fettuccine. Nomadic Way on the inside. Better Times ahead. The grey on the outer. Mills Midge is next. Behind him comes Tallywagger. Judge's Fancy is just the back marker. Going quite a sober pace at the moment. Burgoyne leading Fettuccine and Nomadic Way, and Better Times ahead in Mills Midge and Tallywagger. Behind them come Everaldo, leading Sweet Glow and Judge's Fancy. Burgoyne racing towards this first flight over on the far side from Fettuccine and Nomadic Way and Better Times ahead. They're all safely over it. Fettuccine jumps up on the outside of Burgoyne, Nomadic Way close. Then Better Times ahead, with on the outside, having moved up a place or two, Everaldo, and Everaldo's inside. There's Tallywagger as they jump the second. Sweet Glow, the back marker of the 9 runners, as they race to the next. And we see on the right of the picture Burgoyne, Fettuccine out to the left, Nomadic Way close in third, then Better Times ahead. Come to the third now. Burgoyne and Fettuccine and Nomadic Way. Then Everaldo on the outside. Better Times ahead, and on the inner is Tallywagger. Sweet Glow is the back marker, Peter Scudamore. And swinging into the straight for the first time, Burgoyne from Fettuccine. Little gap there into Nomadic Way and Better Times ahead, then Everaldo. And behind them Tallywagger. This is the fourth, it'll be the third last next time, Fettuccine and Burgoyne from Nomadic Way. Then Everaldo, Better Times ahead, and Tallywagger, Sweet Glow making little ground over on the far rail, with Peter Scudamore saving ground all the time over the fifth. And as they come down to number 6, Burgoyne and Fettuccine still disputing it, ahead of Nomadic Way. Everaldo, Better Times ahead, Tallywagger, Sweet Glow, then Mills Midge and Judge's Fancy. So as they come up to the winning post with a full circuit in this Tote West Yorkshire hurdle, it's Burgoyne stretching him along now with Fettuccine up sides, then Everaldo and Nomadic Way and Better Times ahead, and on the inside is Tallywagger. Sweet Glow comes next, then Mills Midge, and finally Judge's Fancy, making their way over to the far side now. And still Fettuccine and Burgoyne, they're quickening a bit as they run down that incline and begin to level up for the backstretch. They've got about a 3-length advantage now over Everaldo and then Nomadic Way. And then comes the grey Better Times ahead. Sweet Glow is making quite steady progress now on the outside. Tallywagger holding his place. And over that one, Burgoyne and Fettuccine. From Nomadic Way on the inside of Everaldo, Better Times ahead. Sweet Glow still getting closer. On the inside, Tallywagger. Judge's Fancy comes next, and then Mills Midge. Burgoyne there, and Fettuccine from Nomadic Way. Better Times ahead. Sweet Glow on the outer. Everaldo, Tallywagger still well in contention. Judge's Fancy. Mills Midge is the back marker now. They've got 4 left to jump. Burgoyne from Fettuccine. Nomadic Way. Sweet Glow has now lost a place or two. Having made a forward move, it's lost 2 or 3 places now as they come down to this one. Burgoyne lands in the lead, 4 out. Burgoyne at that one. And as they begin to swing left-handed, Burgoyne, the leader from Better Times ahead. Then comes Nomadic Way, then Everaldo. Behind Everaldo, Sweet Glow, still trying to make ground. Then Fettuccine. And behind them, Tallywagger. So, 3 left to jump now. And Burgoyne, the leader. Burgoyne lands 2 lengths clear of Better Times Ahead. Nomadic Way over on the far side. Sweet Glow trying to make ground towards the stand side, but Burgoyne with a clear advantage at the second last from Nomadic Way and Better Times Ahead and Sweet Glow and Everaldo. Burgoyne lands 3 clear of Nomadic Way. Bad mistake by Mills Midge there. Then comes Better Times Ahead and then Sweet Glow, who looks beat, coming down to the final flight now, and Burgoyne is clear of Nomadic Way. Then comes Better Times Ahead and Everaldo as they come to the final flight. Burgoyne looking as though he only has to jump it. He's got a 5-length advantage over Nomadic Way. Burgoyne jumps it well. Nomadic Way jumps it second. Better Times Ahead third for Everaldo, and racing into the closing stages. And Burgoyne is going to win this one for Peter Saville as they come to the line. Burgoyne wins it under Lorcan. Second is Nomadic Way, third Better Times Ahead, 4 is Everaldo, 5 was Tallywagger, and then Sweet Glow, Mills Midge, and Fettuccine. So the result of the Tote West Yorkshire Hurdle: first, number 3, Burgoyne, owned by Mr. Peter Saville, trained by Peter Easterby, and ridden by Lorcan. Second, number 1, Nomadic Way.